I feel like off the camera, Alex probably real
Alex,
spicy.
Alex,
real spicy.
Not too much on me, okay?
Alex was a nerd.
Not too much on me.
What that mean?
She was a nerd growing up.
How you know him?
Mary was real nerdy.
Who was nerdy?
Me? Come on, Mary. Don't make me pull the picture up. Don't make me pull that picture up.
Hey,
girl.
yo, the crop top was funny as hell, here.
Yeah.
That pic was funny as hell. That was good. That was good timing.
Y'all should have seen like in high school and shit when the girls from they like little class used to see me, nigga. You would have thought I was fucking Denzel or something.
Here you go.
I believe it. I'm not even going to front. I believe
it. Fact. They know. They know.
I believe
Yo,
it.
this nigga light skin as fuck.
Yo, they know, man.
The same way he act now, he act like that his whole life. He think he better than everybody. Can't nobody
consistent. You know what I'm saying? Gunny, what's happening? I see you with the taco meat and the tattoos out. You dig?
Yeah, Gunny got the old chain on too.
Yeah, word. You got your situation set up today. We good today? You got you a microphone?
Yeah. The audio's good, man. I'm all situated, man.
No doubt.
Word.
I'm excited. I just want to put a record. I want to say I had a good time with y'all last night.
Oh yeah. Great.
That shit was funny, man.
Dope conversation.
Yo, last night was last night, nigga.
All right, you right. I'll be quiet.
Get this shit popping. What up?
What's popping?
Everything's everything. Alex.
Hey, him.
Gunny, welcome back, bro.
Shit like that.
Greetings to everyone.
Chief, what's good?
I'm great, my man. How you doing? Today was a good day. How you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. I think you're doing better than everybody, though. You got energy tonight.
Yeah, today was a good day, man.
Word. You got some cheeks on?
Nah, man. I'm just in good spirits, baby. I'm always in good spirits, but today was good. My baby got a good practice, so I'm hyped. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. Shout out to baby girl. Cue it up.
Ain't shit, him. You already know what's popping. See what the
Indeed.
fuck going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, word. When is your next show?
What happened?
When is your next show?
My next show is May 21st, Holyoke. I got the flyer posted on my Instagram at comedian Q2.
All right, yeah.
What's that choppy shit?
Yeah, somebody typed on the computer or something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. It might be Brooke shit.
Hey, Q, holla at me after the episode. I got something for you. Holla at me. Remind me.
Bet.
Word. Mary, what up, though?
What's up? Representing my husband today.
No doubt.
Shit like that.
Let me know if y'all need a design, nigga. Just you can text me. I can design it. I can print it. That shit.
I need a design.
Don't let him come for y'all business.
Hey, B. Holla at me, bro.
Black business. I know y'all see that leaky pipe right there. This shit fire.
Hey, Bob, I need a design. Holla at me after.
Yo, hey, I support.
Rep for your guy, Mary. Rep for your husband.
Listen. I support, but good God Almighty, boy. All right.
You ain't supposed to have all that extra shit y'all be having.
Bro, it's good.
What's going on? What's up?
Everything's everything, man. Brooke, what's good? Welcome.
I think it is my phone.
Yeah, that's definitely your shit. I just want to say you have broke a barrier. You are the second person from the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia that has ever been on the Might Be Risky network, man. Shout out to you, man.
Shit like that.
Man, that's what's up. All right, Brooke. So it's lit. Yeah, it's crackling a little bit. I'm trying to think what could be the cause. If it crackles a little bit when you may have to go out and come back in. That's all. Sometimes it's just how it connects. You know what I'm saying?
I'll just keep it on mute and then talk when I need to.
Yeah, but because you might have to get in the fray. So, matter of fact, do this, Brooke. Log out real quick and then log back in. Just see if that works for us.
So
all right.
Chaotic as from the Caucasus Mountains.
Huh?
Right, I'm trying to figure out who the first person was.
Right, you talking about Chaotic is the first one from the Caucasus Mountains?
Nah, we had a conversation about the Bible way back when. Mm-hmm. And this white girl came up to defend the Bible.
Oh, so this makes 3 then.
Huh?
What are you saying?
He announced himself. That's what she's
Are you saying? Oh, you saying chaotic?
Yes, he's from the Caucasus Mountains.
Well, based on the comments, y'all got y'all boots smoked that day.
By his followers who was
Right,
trolling.
that don't even count. Those are his
A
followers.
lot of people. Look! These niggas is thirsty.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Yo, look, Brooke, you got fans. Look at my man Stacks. Stacks,
Bruh.
damn, man, that's what's up, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most. As soon as you come in the stream, hit that like button. Don't cost you anything, but it helps us out more than we can even explain. Feel me? All right, everybody, good, sounding good, feeling good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna explore this today. Social fucking media, man. Did y'all see this picture of Lizzo? Oh, shit, I clicked on the wrong. My fault. Did y'all see this picture of Lizzo? So this is recent, and she like that's the picture. I think I don't know how many likes it got. It's Lizzo. I assume 1 million. Why, bro? Why? How? When? And where? I get confused. So as opposed to asking straight out, why would people confirm that? I wanted to ask a little bit more of a maybe sophisticated. I don't know. Let me just ask the question. Where is it? Right here. Okay. So we're talking about social media, right? I sent a picture of Lizzo. So does the algorithm you curate on social media allow you to live in a space of confirmation bias? So I used the picture of Lizzo as an example. She got 1 million likes, people telling her that she looked good. I mean, come on, man.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
That's what I say. You see, I got confused between her and Jabba the Hutt.
What if they're attracted to that? I mean, I don't know.
I don't think she looks bad.
Bro, who checking for that?
A lot of men like bigger women. I mean,
The Jamaicans be on it, boy.
they like big women.
She doesn't look bad.
She doesn't. Her skin is clear.
Alex,
no,
knock it off, Alex.
No,
Alex, you gotta knock it off.
She doesn't look bad. She's not gonna do this.
Her hair is done. Bad. Her skin looks clear.
Stop. Are y'all serious?
It doesn't look bad.
Oh my God.
Are y'all fucking kidding me?
I'm serious.
Bro and Alex, y'all the problem.
You're not saying nothing.
Why we the problem? I'm not saying so. I would not like it because she put it on there. But what I'm saying is, some men really do like big.
Bro. Let me explain something to you. This is Wednesday. I don't do that some shit. You can say some for every single question.
Men and women have said before that they like big women.
Most men like big women.
I didn't say that.
I'm asking you. See, Chief, I try to be nice. They start with me.
I'm gonna say this. I think most men have fetishes that we don't know about, and one of them is big women.
You don't know about it, right? If you don't know about it, how can you prove it?
I don't know, but I know that a lot of men have a lot of fetishes.
You think because he's slaying a couple big chicks, he like her?
He likes what he likes.
No, he likes women as long as they have a vagina at a certain time of night. Right? So guess what? He ain't getting coffee. He ain't getting coffee with her. He ain't getting coffee with her.
But he likes to have sex with her. So what's the difference?
At night when nobody see her coming or going. That matters.
In the dark.
So is it that she posted it on social media, or do you truly think she looks bad? Like if a woman sent you that picture, you would be like, ew.
Alex, she's sitting there with 3 rows of titties.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Oh my God.
My
I don't think she looks bad.
My issue is not the physical appearance. My issue is what's being promoted.
in a way,
Yes.
which is being unhealthy.
Yes.
Not saying that all skinny people are healthy, because of course not, but to be in that way. And if you look at her naturally unedited pics and things like that, the darkness under her chin and around her face,
This nigga's a wild one.
like the darkness under her chin, around her face, on her neck and stuff like that, those are signs of people that are borderline diabetic. So things like that do come into play. So people hype it because it's a physical thing, not thinking about the fact that that's a major health issue that should not be promoted. So people are like, yeah, I'm gonna stay big, be big, this and that, like let's go do it and all that. You're killing yourself. And especially as Black people, like we have hella genetic, issues health-wise that have rolled down and keep rolling down because our family was eating pork out of people's ass so much, you know what I mean? And all types of different stuff. So it's just, me, it's bigger than the physical.
Yeah, no, Mary, that's a hell of a point, man.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit
Why?
like that.
Well, I got a
shit
question.
like that,
Why
like that.
Ro and Alex doing all this nodding everything Mary's saying when they just said when they just said?
No, let me be clear. If we're speaking about physical, I think that she looks bad. If I were Lizzo, would I have posted that on social media? No. I didn't need to see it. It's not my taste. But I do agree with Mary, and as other people have said before, it's one thing to be body positive and appreciate where you are now. Because I don't believe that there are studies that show that people, when they are heavier set and they lose the weight, they have a hard time transitioning to liking and loving their smaller body. I do agree that health is important. I don't know what her health is like. I don't know if she's diabetic or high blood pressure. That's not my business to know. But I do believe there is a difference in between promoting, I like the way that I look right now, I'm comfortable in my skin. And there's also a difference in promoting this unhealthy lifestyle. She's not promoting an unhealthy lifestyle. It's just how she looks. This is my body right now. I like it. I'm going to make it work. There's a difference.
She don't like that. She's not comfortable in her skin, Alex. And you know she ain't. No.
Well, let me ask this.
If she wasn't who she,
why she hasn't fixed it? Because she got money.
Bro, if she wasn't who she is, that picture would never go up on social media.
I agree. I guess my question is, if she doesn't like it, why hasn't she changed it? Because
it's bringing her money.
Okay, so her being
There's
fat
that.
is bringing her money.
Yes, it's bringing her money because she's different. She's body positive and all that. If Lizzo was a regular person and she still had money, I promise you she would change that. These people that are big and promote being big, it's not long before you see them on a journey to losing weight, and they will tell you, I feel the best that I've ever felt. Like I could breathe going up 2 flights of stairs. Like, so this whole rambunctious thing about her just being proud of who she is, I promise you, if she lost 150 pounds, she would be like, I haven't felt better, because it's a feeling. It's not just how you look, but her being big and people supporting it, bringing her bread. So why change it if this is bringing me money right now?
Yeah, that's good. Go ahead, Chief. You trying to jump in?
No, I'm just thinking. So if Alex mentioned like her sending that to her dude, so if either of you were that size, would you feel comfortable sending that photo to your dude like that? Would you have that thing? Secondly, if it was a dude like that big who sent you that picture, how would you respond? Would you think he's comfortable in his skin?
My cup of tea.
Right.
Come on, Alex.
It's not.
Come on, Alex.
Wait. Don't let her run from it, Alex.
Ain't nobody running from the question.
Damn, now you're gonna start cutting people off too.
Okay,
Mary was right. Mary was right about you.
Whatever.
So, but you didn't. Would you think you would be like, but he looks good because that's what you said?
If that's their cup of tea.
No, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
If you
didn't
good,
say.
I would give you your credit.
But hey, Mary, she won't even let me finish, Mary.
Okay, go ahead.
Gunny, I apologize for her conduct. She's usually much more polite.
It's all good. It's all good.
You didn't say she thinks she looked good. You said she looks good.
Can I
Boy,
tap in?
Frozen and all that.
Stop the cap.
I think she look. If a male sent me a picture and he was heavier, if I thought it looked good, I would say, okay, that looks good. If I thought that it looked good, I probably won't because I don't like heavier men.
Okay, so Lizzo's your homegirl. And she's like, I got this new bae, Alex. I'm about to send him this picture. What you think? What do you say?
If I think she looks good in the picture, I would say that.
That picture.
Can't.
That picture. That
mute
picture.
mic here.
We're speaking about the picture.
That picture.
You would be okay with your homegirl saying, Alex, I'm thinking about sending my man this picture. What you think? You'd be like, go ahead, girl. You look good in it.
If I thought something needed to be changed in the photo, maybe pose this way, not that way, I would do that. But she can't just take off her body in that moment.
If she sent you this picture, Alex, you're gonna say, yeah, send that to the dude that you crushing on.
That's what she wants to do. I don't think it's
Come on, Alex.
Don't worry about it. Get out of here, man. Gunny. What you think, bro?
He's on a roll tonight.
She's fat. She's fat. So let's get that out of the way. She's fat, and it's unacceptable. It is. It's unacceptable, and she's promoting a lifestyle that contributes to heart disease and early death. She's promoting it by taking that type of picture and letting women know that it's okay to be acceptable with the fact that you're living a lifestyle that will kill you. That's the first thing. The second thing, I want to address Mary's points. 2 points that I want to address. Genetics. That's a lie. That's not true. It's not genetics. It's just simple discipline. She can't lose weight because she doesn't have enough discipline to do so. The second point that I want to address that Mary made, she's being different. She's not being different. 49.9% of Black people are obese.
Damn.
We lead the way as far as Americans in this country when it comes to being obese. So she's not different. She's being like everybody else.
No, you missed my point on both aspects. When I said genetics, I said genetically, Black people have a lot of health issues that are not being addressed. So when I said I didn't say her being fat was genetic. That I didn't say that.
Genetically, Black people don't have a lot of health issues that are not being. That's not true.
Yes, there is. Yes,
there is. No, it's not. That's not true. Genetically, we don't have an issue with obesity. That's not genetics.
I didn't say obesity. You didn't hear me. I didn't say her being fat was genetic. I did not say that. I'm saying a lot of genetic health issues that we have that get passed down.
But Mary, stop. Don't be more specific. So, like for instance, Gunny, she's saying like we are more prone, and I'm not saying that this is true or not. I don't know, but she's saying we're more prone to hypertension.
Right.
We're more
prone to Gunny, are you hold on. And Gunny, are you saying that we aren't more prone to like hypertension? Again, I don't know.
Well, hypertension and obesity are two different things.
But I did not say nothing about obesity when I said genetic health issues. I did not say anything about obesity. I'm saying that it's an issue allowing yourself to be obese because already genetically we are more prone to things like diabetes, hypertension, kidney issues, things like that. That's what I was stating.
That's not true. That's not true. That's false.
Black people are.
That's false. Genetically, we are not more prone. That's false. That's a lie. Genetically, we are not more prone to those health issues. Culturally, we are more prone to those health issues. It has nothing to do with genetics. There's a difference between culture and genetics. There's a big difference.
Are we Black? But are we culturally? Are we Black?
Yes, we are.
So yes, genetically that goes with it.
No, it does not. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You have. Okay, so let's take Glorilla and let's take Candace Owens. They're both Black, right? So do they act the same? Are their behaviors the same? Is their mentality the same? No, it's not. They're both Black, but they don't act alike. They don't eat alike. Their cultures are different. Culturally, we are more prone to obesity, not genetics. That's like saying that Asians are smarter than Black people. They're not, because they're Asian. They're not smarter than Black folks. Culturally, they are, but not genetically. That's a lie. That's a fallacy. That's something that we've been led to believe because of white supremacy.
How do you
go ahead, Mary.
And things like that get passed down for people that don't follow the same lifestyles? You will
Culture.
still there is people still in families where their children are doing differently, but still end up with diabetes. Something that happens. It happens. A lot of things still get passed down genetically from your grandparents. Why do you think when you go to the doctor, they ask you for your history to see what you can be more prone to? That's why they ask you that. What's your family history? What does your grandfather have? Cancers, prostate cancer. That's a big
It's
one.
co-
Another big one that gets passed down. Like
it's called cultural norms.
oh no, a lot of this stuff is genetic. Where do you think Down syndrome comes from? That's a genetic trait, correct? That's from genetics.
Okay, you're moving the goalposts. So we talking about are we talking about hypertension?
Hold
We're
on,
talking
Alex.
about Down syndrome. We talking about obesity. What are we talking about?
No,
So-
you're talking about obesity. I never said anything about obesity being something that's passed down genetically. You're saying that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You're saying that.
Okay, so what are you saying is passed down genetically?
I am saying that there are health issues that are genetic that we are more prone to be to taking from our fathers, our grandfathers, our grandmothers, and other people.
Okay. So make it, yeah. So a concise point. So Gunny, she's saying that we are more prone to. I assume you're talking about type 1 diabetes, maybe hypertension. But so, and Gunny, are you saying that we get type 1 diabetes at the same rate as the Caucasian man or the Asian man, or are we more, or are we genetically, like for instance, sickle cell? Black people are more prone to sickle cell. Now you can avoid it simply by not mating with somebody that also has sickle cell traits. So I don't have sickle cell traits. So if my wife had it, it doesn't matter. My kids won't get sickle cell. But black people, go ahead.
I'm sorry about that. It's based on, once again, it's based on cultural norms. What we find normal, the food that we eat, the behaviors that we engage in, what we associate with quote unquote being black and not being black. It's not genetics. We're human beings. It has nothing to do with genetics. It's just cultural norms. I gave you an example of two different types of black folks.
Well, let me quickly clarify. I want to get Alex. I think she might want to clarify also. So I think Gunny's simply saying is that, we're saying, oh, it's genetically passed down. He's saying in our culture we choose to eat poorly, the things we choose to consume, how we choose to cook food, right? And then we try to cop out by saying, oh no, this was passed from my grandma. When the truth is, I'm eating too much fried food, and that's what really got me to the place I am.
Right.
Go ahead, Alex.
I just wanted to clarify with genetics and things that to the point that Gunny was making. Genetics are things that are like inherited, right? So hair color, eye color, like body shape. Those are things that are genetic, right? It's in our biology of things. What Gunny is saying when we go to the doctors as Black people and just in certain demographics of people, there are certain things that we are predisposed to. So that means, because to Gunny's point, culturally as Black people, we eat a certain way. And because we eat in a certain way, we are more likely to have high blood pressure similar to our moms or dads and our uncle. That's different than being genetic. Something like Down syndrome is an extra chromosome. That's not genetic, it's an abnormality. Something went wrong in the makeup of it. So I just want to make sure we clarify those things when we're saying the two. I get what Mary's saying, I get what Gunn is saying, but be clear about what the definition of genetically being passed down is.
Yeah. Word. So, Brooke, what up though? You got that Rice Krispie treat phone. So, do you think you can speak on the Lizzo? But generally, I think it's a great example. Does the algorithm you curate on social media allow you to live in the confirmation, a space of confirmation bias? Talk, girl.
Yeah. So I want to get to the Lizzo thing. I feel like she represents a lot of like females out here, and all power to her for being like comfortable in her skin and everything. But I feel like being like in her position, being naked is a positive influence. I guess being comfortable in your skin, she's teaching you to be comfortable, but I don't feel like you have to do that being naked. So I feel like when I see that picture, I'm like, for me, I feel like it's distasteful.
So what do you think the message to little girls is in that picture? From that picture,
for them to be beautiful is to not have their clothes on. Because every time you see her, she's got something out. She's never fully clothed. And I get it, she's just trying to let everyone know that she's more comfortable in her skin, but still.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, I would say that with anybody though, because even in smaller sizes, I just don't feel like just popping out like that is really a great influence for any little girl.
So you saying just the lack of clothes is just that wrong message?
Yeah.
And she could.
Because I mean, if she wants to send that to her man, that's fine. That's her man.
That picture?
Have it out there like that. Hey, if he's with her, he likes it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess, yeah. So if you're saying that if she wants to perpetuate the message of body positivity, you can do that with clothes on.
In a different way. I mean, she could have had a different pose where more is covered. I mean,
I
feel like she should have had some clothes on.
How much? How much do you think that cup was gonna cover, bro?
Yeah, it wasn't covering.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Anybody else want to get on this?
Just want to touch on obesity real quick. I think obesity is just if we go by the American standard of obesity, 80% of us are obese. For certain, I am for certain obese.
Yeah.
At 250, at 6'2", 250. Like I'm supposed to be like 190 according to the American metric standards or whatever. So that's like I won't ever see under 200 pounds again. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just feel like that's just in when we think of obesity, people always assume the bigger folk, but in actuality, a lot of us are considered obese based on the metric scale.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The BMI.
Yeah, the BMI. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. But I think there's levels to even obesity, right? Because I guess you would consider bodybuilders obesity based on their height, based on how much they weigh.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the composition, where things land, makes a huge difference. No,
very much so.
Man, I don't know. Lizzo,
all that.
Like you.
We know what the fuck we talking about when we say obese. Okay.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Okay.
Man.
I could see somebody like Meg Thee Stallion getting away with a picture like that way easier than Lizzo. So just to kind of the elephant in the room, no pun intended. That's just the way that goes. You know what I mean? I don't think that it has anything to do with her feeling like she's sending a message of beauty. You could do that with your clothes on, especially at her size. You know what I'm saying? She got 3 rows of titties and only 1 bra. That's never a good look.
Wow. If you ask Lizzo, she's she intentionally is under the impression that that's what she's promoting, body positivity.
Well, that goes to the second part. The second part of what I was gonna say is I think that to answer the question, the algorithm on social media does allow for that space of confirmation bias. And I think that as long as she has this following, that's going to be like, Lizzo, we love you. You're so beautiful. You're doing this for, every big girl in America and all this other bullshit that people be just pushing out of their mouths. She's going to continue to function in that way. I think largely a lot of that is groupthink. It takes like 1 or 2 people to be like, this is a good move. This is liberating. Let's get behind it. And then there's that push where people just kind of gravitate towards it. Like I think she released a video crying at one time or some shit like that. And then everybody got all pathetic and was on the wave. Fuck all that. You look terrible. Cover that shit up.
Yeah, but if they're giving you a bag to have your 3 rows of titties out, you might be inclined to do the same. You know what I'm saying?
Women push that shit. Men don't push that shit. Women push that foul shit. Yo,
that's a fact.
Hold on, because Chief said he disagree. Yo, if I pull all my fucking clothes off and I'm online posting to social media, I'm fucking 480 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna say, hey, listen, bub, you kind of like wilding out. What are you doing? I fear for you. I feel for your health. You definitely unhealthy, homeboy. You might want to think about getting in the gym. You might want to think about changing the way you eat.
We absolutely had that conversation. How men would hold each other accountable in that regard, and women tend to just push the like button and promote that shit. So to your point, yes, but I also feel like there's plenty of dudes out there who are boosting the ego hamp. So to answer the question, living in a space of confirmation bias, that the internet is what turns a 2 into a 10. make a 2 feel like it. Make a 2 feel like a 10.
So if you want to trend, that is one of my questions. Are we done? So you guys agree that the algorithm that you create allows you to live in a space of confirmation bias?
Absolutely. But let me ask Chief a question. You mentioned that what did you just say? God.
But the internet making a 2 or 10?
Nah, even before that. You was talking about
we're talking about men and women promoting that.
Yeah, something with Lizzo, like as far as like
getting the bag.
Oh, getting the bag.
Yeah, getting the bag and all that shit, right? And so, is that real confidence though? You know what I mean? Like you're like, well, if you're getting to the bag, you would be more inclined to do that. So, is it that as she's promoting this image of beauty in that way, if it's just about the bag, then there's a chance that she's very insecure on the back end because it has nothing to do with her supposed message. Would you agree with that?
No, absolutely. Very, very much so. So the confidence might not be there, but the bag is, and that's where it comes from. So someone mentioned in the comments, and I'm glad I looked at it. Rick Ross does the same thing. He don't get the same flack.
What do you mean, have his tickets out?
Yeah, he be out there, Khaled. He be out there letting them things swing. Don't nobody say nothing to him.
What that mean?
We be saying shit though.
I'm like, this nigga's wilding.
Yeah,
I be saying shit, but
we ain't double clicking it. We ain't saying you look good, my nigga.
Exactly.
We ain't saying that.
But you see how people not agreeing with that, it made him change. Like he lost weight.
Who?
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, Rick Ross did. Yeah.
He lost some weight. You know what I'm saying? Because you out here posting your titties out in videos and all that shit. Like because we didn't give the credit, that shit was out of there. He lost that. He went to go, try to lose that weight. And the same with like I said, people are making it a trend. So that's when I referenced it being a trend. People are making it a trend, so they're making it okay. Now, if people start not making it okay, then she probably won't do it.
But if I could just pose this question really quick, can anyone name a white Lizzo? Maybe Adele, but if you look at her now, she's skinny. Roseanne Barr, she's skinny too. Can you name an Asian woman that they promote like that? Can you name an Hispanic woman that's big that they promote like that? Why Lizzo?
So all those women.
Why the black woman?
There have been actresses that have had those issues, and they ended up losing the weight because they all had some kind of medical issue that came up. So we don't know.
Can you name one?
I mean, what's the Asian comedian Cho? She lost a lot of weight. So it's always one. And like I said, a lot of them lose their weight because they had some kind of medical issue that made them lose the weight. It wasn't like they just said they woke up this morning and said, I'm going to lose weight because I don't like how I'm feeling. They lost weight because something happened to them.
You're talking about the woman from the Beef series, right? From Netflix.
She's an older comedian. I can't think of her name. I'll look her up in a minute. But yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you're making my point. Like, can we name someone other than Lizzo who's being celebrated for being obese?
No, but she's also not being celebrated for being obese. Her insecurity being played upon.
What was that again, Q? I'm sorry.
She's also not being celebrated for being obese. Her insecurities are being played upon.
Well, I mean, based on the photo that DJ Hamp put up, I mean, she's obviously being celebrated because a lot of people were excited about the podcast and they were interested in talking about it because Lizzo is a popular figure. So she has to be celebrated in some light for promoting a lifestyle that's unhealthy. But I can't think of anyone of any other color that's being put on this platform. If Lizzo can get a magic pill to lose weight, she would lose weight. But her followers and her money and everything would go away. It would blow away in the wind because she's being used to promote an agenda that is destructive for the people who look like us.
Interesting. Lizzo, we can talk about Lizzo all night. She polarizing as hell, that's for sure. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most. So since Chief kind of alluded to it, now our next question is: the social media have twos thinking they tens. The social media have twos thinking they tens.
I don't think so.
So let me go.
Bro, read the
let me
question
go.
again.
Let me go around real quick.
I read it. I think
Bub, hold on. Bub, does social media have twos thinking they tens?
Absolutely, and Roaz gonna make me have a heart attack.
Well, don't have one yet. Let me ask
yeah,
Alex.
they
Alex,
have
what you think?
Yes, I agree.
Gunny,
Yes, absolutely.
Chief,
Absolutely.
Q,
One word, Lizzo.
Mary,
Yes.
bro,
nope.
Brooke.
Yeah.
Man, that phone ain't shit, man. All right, bro, tell us why you say no.
There are people. There are well, we could say women or men. They are hurting themselves. There's a diet supplement on every ad. There are people, I mean, waistbands. There is gel to put around your stomach. They don't think that they're tens. They're just using these other things to change themselves so that they can feel that way. They in reality don't feel like they're a 10. I don't agree with that. I
Bub,
don't
go
think
ahead.
that people on
After
social
she
media
done.
think that.
Bro, what you talking about right now? Have you not been on social media?
I have.
So what are you talking about right now? Why do you think these individuals is putting up the pictures that they're constantly putting up fucking 10 times a day? Because they want that affirmation.
They want the affirmation, they might get it, but they don't believe that they're a 10. They're
You
just showing
serious right now, bro? Then
no, they are showing you
why
guys.
would they constantly keep putting that same type of bullshit out on a constant basis every day?
They do not believe that they are a 10.
Well, in the moment they're kind of thinking that they have this
following. They think that, but in that moment, yes, but in reality, they are not. They do not believe that they're a 10.
Yeah, but isn't that most people? Like that's
I'm honest about women. I don't know.
That's the power of social media, is for you to kind of like float in that fake energy. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm coming from when I answer the question. Like, but I get what you're saying, bro. Like on a deeper level, once you turn all that shit off, most people probably don't feel like in real life I'm really a 10. But that social media influence gonna have you in your ego something crazy.
It's
so
not
that's
until,
what I'm answering.
It's not until that they go put a waist trainer on, go do a diet, a surgery or something, that they actually start to believe that they are fulfilling whatever somebody is putting out there to believe that they're a 10. It is
right, bro. But when we start getting into definitions, believe and think is two different things too. So
that too,
you know. But
bro, as a female, bro, how many selfies you got on your social media page, bro? With the duck lips. How many of those you got?
No, I don't have a lot of pictures of myself. I have to take pictures of my kids and stuff. I don't have a lot of pictures of myself. If I do, it's my profile picture, and then that's it. I'm not that person.
You don't take a bunch of selfies, changing up your hairstyle and
I do. I just said for my profile picture, I switch it up every month and put a blurb of scripture behind it, but it's not like I'm doing this and doing all that for social media clicks. No.
No. Go ahead, Alex.
Do you think social media, people didn't know you, if they came to your page, what do you think they would get from you?
They would say that she cares about her kids, because that's honestly what I have on there.
So going with that, social media and what we put out there allows people to, whether it's true or not, allows people to have a narrative created about them, right?
Right.
Even if it's outside of looks. I know a few men who ain't shit, who don't take care of their kids, but when they get their kids, they're taking a photo, right? So then people feel like, oh my goodness, he's such an involved dad, blah, 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 blah. Social media allowed him to go from, in real life, he's on a scale of 1 to 10 as a dad, he's a 2. But social media allowed him to look and appear as though he's a 10. So that's what social media does. If you're talking about looks, money also helps that. The allure of it. People's followers will hype them up to think that. If you look at some of these, just throwing somebody out there, Gucci Man, he's not an attractive man, but money, the teeth, the glow up, the popularity of him will have people, you know what, he's actually not that bad.
But that's what I was saying. It isn't until they start to change themselves where they start to feel like the social media attention is coming. They're always going to change. It looks like they're changing. It looks like they're enhancing. They're using something else. That's why people are getting paid for ads to take supplements and things like that.
Right. Yeah. So imagine with that, if I'm this guy and I'm not shit and I'm not taking care of my kids in real life behind the scenes, social media is telling me I'm a bad dad. I mean, social media is telling me I'm a good dad. I'm doing this. I'm taking pictures. I'm blah, 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 but behind closed doors, that's not the reality. Social media has the ability to alter the way that people's actual realities.
I agree with that.
Social media makes people think they look better than what they are. And
Yeah,
y'all
right. Just like they say, it must be your ass because it ain't your face.
Right. But a lot of the shorties, like a lot of these butterfaces, be curvy than a motherfucker. So the first thing they do, they hit you with the angled mirror shot, little hip coming out, 300,000 likes.
It be you niggas that get them like that.
You can't do it. That's not true. It be all her homegirls in the comments. Go, girl, you wearing that dress? Them curves looking crazy.
Them girls not posting their ass for their homegirls. They posting it for you niggas that be out there telling them tools that they 10 because y'all trying to fuck.
Either way, the answer to the question that just validates the point. That validates the point. That validates the point. Shorty got the filter, the crazy filter on who looks nothing like her in person. And she got her hips is crazy. She's showing a little ass in the thing. She get 100,000 likes. Next thing you know, she walk around with hella confidence. It's still a butterface.
Yep. Because of you niggas.
Listen, it'd be way more y'all than us.
They don't care about what we say. Them bitches don't care about what we say.
Nah, because y'all be the first one gassing.
Nowadays they do. Nowadays, the female opinion matters up under them pictures too, Mary. You know what the fuck be going on.
Yo, Instagram is a trap. Yo, I don't even follow the bad ones no more. Cause there be so many. Like you can't even follow. Like, it don't matter. If she got too many followers, I feel like I can't slide in DMs. It ain't even worth the text. I don't even follow them no more. It's over for her. Get out of here.
Yeah, the accessibility ain't there. Huh?
Word.
So did y'all get Rose straight?
Yeah.
I think Rose still delusional though. Keeping it a buck.
Nah, she definitely.
Hey, let me tell you, bro, you better not wake up tomorrow and change that wig. You better not.
She gonna put a filter on. She gonna put a filter on and have Goldilocks on that motherfucker.
Oh, damn. All right, so do we need to deliberate over this one? Or is it pretty clear?
No, it's clear. We're gonna get it too.
I think this one was easy, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Based on what I heard, I think everybody is on point for the most part with that. Anybody want to come? Nah, fuck you, be all right. All right. This one question I want to ask right here. Where is it? Oh, all right. So, dating is tough nowadays, is it? What do you think? I feel like social media challenges a lot of relationships. You know, just in terms of you can see what you want. You got so much more access. Before it was a high how when you go to school and then your 3-block radius basically were your options. Now the options are unlimited. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with social media. So my question is, would you get off social media at the request of your partner or someone you wanted to take seriously? So I wanted to paint it both ways. So if you already in a relationship or if you about to take somebody personal and this is one of their non-negotiables, would you do it? Yeah. Would you get off social media at the request of your partner or someone you wanted to take seriously? Who's still outside? Chief.
Nope. No. And I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, one, because social media is the way I market my craft. But secondly, I'm not getting off social media because you got insecurity issues. You know what I'm saying? Like if you with me, you got to trust me for me, and that I'm with you because I want to be with you. And then I'm not letting social media affect our relationship. I don't care who has access to me. I'm on stages of, in front of thousands of people. Like it's a similar thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to trust that I'm gonna come back and do the right thing. If you want me to delete social media because you insecure, it's not going to benefit us because that's how I bring in my money. Secondly, it's just to me, it reads as insecurity, and I'm not for that. Insecurity is the first red flag for me. I'm out of here.
So if you dating a chick and her DMs is popping, you just trust her to control all that.
I'm gonna have to because I'm gonna expect her to trust me. And if she violate that, then it's over for her.
So everything's equal. If it's good for you, it got to be good for her.
In that case, yeah. I mean, I ain't tripping about that. I mean, don't nobody want to be with the ugly girl? I expect niggas to try to hit on my shorty. I want her. I think she look good, so I'm expect him to think she look good. You know what I'm saying? I just expect her to hold me down when she's supposed to.
Okay, so you so okay with everybody having access to her?
She can deny that access. She don't got to open them DMs.
What I'm saying is, you okay with everybody having access to her? I just want to be clear.
Yeah, I'm not tripping about that. Okay. Niggas is gonna nig regardless of the matter. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, yes. Unless they don't have access.
They
so
now
niggas can't nigga if they don't have access, right?
There's access at the grocery store. There's access at the gym. There's access at work. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same. You think?
Listen, you ain't never bagged the shorty at the gym, at the grocery store, at the gas station, at work. Like this access is there. I mean, the numbers are different via social media for sure.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Is it easier to shoot a message in a DM or walk up to her at the gas pump? Which one is easier for most men, you think?
Absolutely, the DMs are.
So what I'm saying is, you saying you okay with everybody having free access because you think that she gonna be able to control that when you hopped in her DM to get her in the first place.
It is. I mean, it is what it is. We've cultivated a relationship and we built some trust. Okay. And if that's broken, then obviously we got to make a decision. But I'm not tripping over that shit, bro. I expect niggas to hit at my girl because I'm hoping that I'm gonna find her attractive. So I'm assuming other niggas find her attractive. So they're gonna try to holler and she got to play her part.
Okay, no, that's fair. I'm just thinking like, how many access points and holler points do you want or need? But I'm just playing devil's advocate so we get some clarity.
No, I hear you. So again, I'm a man who's confident in my own. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not tripping about that. As long as if I feel like I'm doing the right thing and holding her down, doing what I'm supposed to do, she's gonna stand in her place.
Gotcha. Do you live in a bad neighborhood?
Who?
You.
Not necessarily, but I can fight though.
You can fight, right? and I think you could probably carry and all that, right?
I do.
You still lock your door?
I do.
Yeah. Because even with all I'm gonna let it. Hey Mary, I'm gonna let it marinate. I ain't gonna say nothing.
I see your point, but that
ain't Hey Mary, give me some, Mary. You see what I did there, nigga?
Listen, a lot of you insecure niggas is built different. You know what I'm saying? You can call it what you want.
I'm just saying though, we got the strap, we can fight, we still lock the door. But let me get Ro. Let me see if she can recover from the fucking weed fucking gummy she Ro.
I would delete it. Because I believe in making sure my partner believes in our relationship.
Say it one more time.
I said I would, because if he asks, it's for a reason, and I like to respect his reasoning because it's for him.
Because he's insecure.
It doesn't have to be insecure, particularly so you're different. You run your multi-million-dollar business from Instagram, I guess, and Facebook. I like I said, I'm just on there, friends and family, and my kids, really, to be honest with you. So really, it's not a big deal to me to delete it because it's not a necessity in my life. So I wouldn't mind deleting it, again, for the respect of the relationship and to make sure that he knows that I'm adhering to what he feels. I'm okay with deleting it.
So you can't make him feel secure while having social media?
I can make him feel secure, but that is something for him that he's not comfortable with, particularly if he doesn't have one.
Why? Because he's insecure.
Take that in consideration because he might not have one, and he might not have one for the reasons, whatever. So I would delete it. Now, if he got one and he want me to delete it, that's something different. But if he doesn't have one and he's like, I just don't see a point in having it, and I feel for our relationship that it's going to be helpful, then I would delete it. I don't have a problem with that.
To each their own, I guess. Then.
Oh no, Chief. No.
I mean, I understand her perspective. I don't necessarily agree with it. That's all I'm saying.
My question to you is, if she, are you open to y'all being open to sharing your social media with each other?
Am I open to it? I feel like I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like there's a need to. If she's, it's still again insecure. Okay, so insecurity for me is a trigger. Like I'm not comfortable with that. She needs to be my lady needs to be confident in who she is and believe in her man. If she can't do that, then I can't be with her. It's that simple for me.
Still be confident, believe in your man, and then ask for a concession where they do not feel like it is effective to growth of your relationship.
I don't think there's a need for us to share a social media account.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
Nah, we're not doing that. Like, do you do your thing?
You know you're running for your multi-million-dollar business.
But there's a difference though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's if she wants to be a part of the business, no problem. She can have access to it. I ain't tripping about that shit. But we're not about to have a joint social media account and like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can post.
Chief, she's saying she can have your passwords.
Yeah, I ain't tripping. I give them to her. I'm not tripping about that shit.
Okay.
Would you want hers?
No, I don't need that shit. I'm not tripping about that because she gonna do what she gonna do. She gonna do what she gonna do, and I'm gonna find out, and it's over for her.
Okay, fair. Alex,
No, I'm not. No,
not what?
I'm not shutting it down because you feel a way about it. That is your personal preference and feelings. Just not gonna do it. I feel like it's isolating. It makes me think of when people are in abusive relationships and they try to isolate you from your family and your friends and your wants and your needs. They're not telling you what to do with that. I'm kind of on the wave with Chief on that. Like, if you want the password, fine, okay. I'm not doing anything crazy, and I also don't need to go and search for those things because if it's for me to find out, I will.
Okay, so Alex, if I could ask you this question, so let's say we're married, right? And before we were married, you used to taking the pictures. You know how the girls take the pictures, they like hold the camera up and they take the little selfies or whatever. And you were doing that before we got married. Are you okay with not doing that anymore?
Well, it is. Me personally, I look at it as you saw what I was posting prior to us being together. I'm not going to stop just because we get into a relationship. If I make the decision and the choice to say, you know what, because I am married, I don't want that type of attraction or I don't want that type of attention anymore, then I would make that decision on my own. But that's not something that my husband would have to say to me. Just like, not that my husband ever did, but if he was a guy that went ahead and was always posting his body, shirts off, things like that, I would expect and imagine that you would have enough decorum and respect for our relationship to just stop doing that type of stuff. I don't believe in necessarily bringing unwanted attention.
But what if I didn't? What if I didn't see anything wrong with taking shirtless pictures or, posting my 6-pack abs and, what if I didn't have a problem with that? But you had a problem with it. How would you address that?
You know something, Gunny? I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I do think that it's going to be a discussion. I'm not going to be pleased with it. And if I'm being honest, in my marriage, that would be a consistent conflict. I do understand why couples feel the way that they do and why they argue when it comes to social media. And because I've never been in that position, I can't sit here and say that I would just be like, okay, that's fine. It doesn't bother me, because personally it would.
Okay. So I kind of think that goes to the question. So, if you're doing something that you don't really see anything wrong with, but I see something wrong with, there's a conflict there. So in that, how do I get you to stop that, to respect me when you don't feel that you're disrespecting me? In turn, I'm asking you to delete your social media. It's a...
So there's compromise with that, though, right? There's compromise. There's going to the extreme of saying, I don't want you to have it at all. social media is entertaining as fuck. Like, I'm not about to sit up here and be bored just because you feel a way about it, right? The compromise would be, okay, have yours, but could you be a little bit more mindful and selective when you're choosing to post what you post? Now I feel like if I've expressed that to you, like, hey, I don't like when you do X, Y, and Z, I'm not saying you can't have social media. Can you be a little bit more tasteful with what it is that you post? Then I feel like you're being disrespectful in that realm. But for me to just go ahead and just completely have to get rid of it, because I'm not on social, and again, just speaking for me, I'm not up there posting pictures of myself. Most times I'm looking on the reels and the feeds and everything else. So it would be a conversation, and I do see and understand how it can be a conflict for people. But for me personally, I'm not getting rid of my page entirely.
But you are willing to make a, like, if he was, you know, if you were into posting the bikini pics or whatever, and he was like, babe, you know, that's a little too much, you'd stop doing that. You'd make that compromise. So let me flip it real quick. So what if your dude was you know, the world's best trainer, and you know that's how he gets his clientele, and he got his abs out every other picture? Is that an issue for you? Being that that's how he gets his business. A lot of his clients come through social media.
And that's a different story. If that's what your job is, fine. I may not like it, but if that's what you've been doing to, you know, put money in your pocket all this time, who am I to go ahead and say something? All I can do is I can feel a way about it, but I'm also not going to stop you from getting to your bed.
Okay, so let's do Q, for example. Q, you on stage often. You ain't nothing like a person who's funny. You know what I'm saying? So you got a room full of motherfuckers laughing at you. Everybody finds that attractive. Now cats slide in your DM. Your partner like, yo, I ain't with that. You stop your social media? Isn't social media how you run your business, how you get your gigs, and how you make your contacts, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, those are all conversations that were had in like the first couple of weeks of talking to each other because of this very reason. Because my partner has a following as well. So there are some times where people may hit her up for questions they have about domestic violence or something political or homelessness, and that's male or female. You know what I'm saying? There's times where strangers may hit her up that neither of us know these people. I can't be all over her overly